General Hospital recap for Sept 24. Nathan learns about Maxie, the powers that be promised a powerful week on General Hospital. And they weren't kidding. On today's episode, the Ashfords are still trying to protect each other despite the family being in shambles. Nathan woke and learned about Maxie and James from his sister, Nina. Also, as Ned tried to lure Tracy back to Port Charles, Lois and Brooke Lynn shared a special moment on the boardwalk. Here's a full recap for the Wednesday, Sept 24, 2025 episode of General Hospital. Trina overheard her father, Curtis, tell Dante that he had drinks with Jordan on the night of Drew's shooting, and it's not sitting well. After Dante leaves, Trina speaks with Curtis alone and shares her fears about her parents' marriage crumbling. She blames herself, believing that all their problems stem from Drew's blackmail of Portia. If Portia hadn't tried to protect her, then Trina thinks her parents' marriage would still be fine. Curtis tells her that the problems are between him and Portia, and not because of anyone else. Trina leaves, and Curtis then speaks privately with Marshall, who questions why Drew's blackmail didn't bring Curtis and Portia closer. Curtis explains all of the lies that have caused him not to trust his wife. He also says that they are pretending to be okay until Drew's shooter is caught. Marshall asks if Curtis is trying to protect Portia from scrutiny, or if he suspects that she is responsible. Meanwhile, as Curtis tries to protect her wife, Portia is completely done. She heads to GH and bumps into Jordan. Instead of fighting with Curtis's ex, she apologizes to her for blaming her for all of the problems in her marriage. Portia then goes to her office and has a serious talk with Isaiah. She tells him that she has changed her mind and would like to see where things could go between them. He is suspicious about what caused her to change her mind, so Portia explains. They both agree that this could be a good thing between them, but it must stay private. Trina left her father and went to talk to Jordan, who promised her that nothing was going on between her and Curtis. Trina explains that she is trying to keep her parents out of jail and isn't sure of what to do. Jordan tells her to stay out of it so that she doesn't end up a suspect in Drew's shooting, too. Nina is at Nathan's bedside when he finally wakes up and recognizes her. She runs out into the hallway to tell Anna that her brother is awake. They both discuss the impossibility of it as Isaiah approaches. He says that Nathan has a concussion, but otherwise he is in excellent condition. Anna asks Nina to take her to Nathan. As she walks in the door to the hospital, Nathan recognizes Anna and remembers her name. She asks him the last thing that he can remember, and Nathan says Caesar shot him. Anna tells him that it happened 7 years ago. She also fills in the details of his accident and how he arrived at the hospital. Nathan remembers nothing of the last several years, but he remembers life before that. He keeps asking for Maxie, and finally, they tell him that she is in a hospital in Boston. He recalled that she was pregnant, and Nina filled him in on his beautiful son, who is named after him, James Malcolm West. Speaking of James, he is in the stables hanging out with Cody. They discuss how he misses his mom and the father he never met. Cody tells him that Maxie is recovering and that Nathan is always with him. Felicia arrives clearly upset, and she speaks with Cody alone. She tells him about the man who resembles Nathan, who is in the hospital. Cody reassures her that no matter what happens, they will deal with it. Before Felicia and James leave, he tells Cody that he sometimes wishes Cody were his dad. Brooke, Lynn, and Ned are on the Q's private jet, tracking down Tracy. Lulu is sure that they'll find her in an Atlantic City casino, so they are on their way. Ned confesses to his daughter that he once had an affair with Monica. BLQ already knows and doesn't want the details, but Ned can't help himself. It's his way of sharing his connection to Monica and just how amazing she was. He also takes the time to ensure that Brooke Lynn knows she is the very best part of his life. She reassures him that she has always known how loved she is by him. At that casino in New Jersey, Tracy is planted at a blackjack table when Lois sits down beside her. Ned sent her to see if she could find Tracy and keep her occupied until he arrives. Lois tries to get Tracy to talk to her about Monica, and admits that she fears that she will skip the funeral and regret it. After a few minutes, Ned walks in, and Lois slips out to find Brooke Lynn on the boardwalk. Ned and Tracy go in circles over Monica's death and how her attendance at the funeral is unnecessary. Ned insists that she will regret it if she doesn't attend and share her memories and love with everyone else there. Tracy says the next card will decide whether or not she leaves with him. Out on a bench on the boardwalk, Lois finds her daughter and brings pink cotton candy to share. They slowly begin to talk about the family and its dysfunctional kind of love. Both BLQ and Lois agree that they are lucky to share their lives with this special group of people. It seems like a step towards healing their relationship.